Hey, do you know about Gävlebocken, also known as the Gävlegoat in English? You know, this thing? If you don't know, this thing has a very interesting history regarding it, or more so a tradition. Let's check it out.
Gävlebocken star Ranu.
Yeah, that was a pronunciation. That was such a pronunciation. Gävlebocken har inte brunnits ner ännu alltså. That was
Gävlebocken new Gävler.
That was such a good. That was such a good. Her Swedish is so good. How long will the goat survive? Oh. Yeah, I wonder. Has it ever made like 1 year where it didn't burn down? Because at this point, you know, it is actually tradition. If you guys don't know, Gävlebocken is a straw goat. You've probably heard of it. It is a straw goat that appears is put in, I guess, Gävle every year, and it's always burned down. It's always burned down. Let me see if I can find anything about it. Funnits is 56 år, only survived 19 times. That's actually, I assumed that it was burned down every single year. All right, let's take a look for you guys who don't know what Gävlebocken is. This is the Gävlebock. Gävle is a place, it's a city, it's a whatever, and that's basically the goat. So it's the Gävlegoat, and as you can see, it's made of straw, and there is a tradition as you can see, arson as a Christmas tradition. Let's just let him talk.
I'm in Gävle, a city in Sweden about 100 miles north of Stockholm, and every year they have a Christmas tradition: build an enormous goat out of straw and put it in the town square. It is called the Gävlegoat. There is a second Christmas tradition in Gävle: burning the goat down. It's not like Guy Fawkes Night in Britain or Burning Man in California, where something is built to be burned down. Burning this down is arson. It is completely illegal, and genuinely, the people who make the giant straw goat do not want their giant straw goat to be burned down. Giant straw goats are expensive. It's just that in the 50 years that a 10-metre high, mostly unprotected goat made of extremely flammable straw has been put up here, the goat has only survived 12 times.
Only
Usually
12?
It's burned down. In 1976, it was hit by a car.
Really? that person was like, F this goat in particular.
In 1979, it was burned down before it even made it here. In 1988, you could place a bet on whether the goat would burn down.
I remember this. I remember that there was a bet, actually.
In 2001, an American tourist burned it down, and when he was arrested, he said that his friends had told him that burning the goat was an entirely legal tradition. He got a couple of weeks in jail, didn't get his cigarette lighter back, and left Sweden.
He didn't even get his cigarette lighter back. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Around Christmas,
without
a
paying
global
large
quest
fine.
pops out for every Swede, and the quest is to burn down the goat, and it's an annual repeatable quest. NT.
The reward is a 3-month prison sentence. Like, I get it. I get it, right? I get it. But also, I don't know if I'm against it or if I'm with it. 'Cause, you know, it's a little funny, isn't it? It's a little funny, isn't it?
5, vandals dressed as Santa Claus and gingerbread men fired a burning arrow at the goat and burned it down. In 2006, the city fireproofed the goat. It burned down. In 2009, there were webcams set up to spot vandals. Those cameras were taken offline with a denial of service attack just before the goat burned down. In 2011, they sprayed the goat with water to form a protective coat of ice. It burned down. It's massive, and it is made of tinder. It is really, really easy to burn down this goat. Now, the local fire brigade are only 2 minutes away, and sometimes they win. In 2014, despite 3 arson attempts, the goat did survive. And now, it is 2016. The goat was put up just a few days ago, and as I record this, it's still there.
Oh my god.
All it takes to create a tradition like this is the same thing happening for a few years in a row. This goat wouldn't be famous if it didn't burn down. I wouldn't be here. This would just be a small local
Okay,
display.
but the thing is,
someone takes the risk of a fine and a criminal record and time in jail to try and burn down someone else's hard work.
crime is wrong, guys. Okay, let it be known that crime is wrong.
That almost
However, that's a little funny, isn't it? That's a little bit funny. What happens if firemen don't win? I assume that it's very broken down and can't be. Let it be known, I do not condone crime. However, a little bit funny, a little bit. Let me see, 2024. Is there a live stream of it? Gävlegoat, Gävlegoat live. One of the comments is she looks cold. I can't. The arrow, the bow and arrow. I'm sorry. If it caught on fire while I was streaming, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. Arson is wrong, but that's a little bit funny, you know? That's a little bit funny. Right, the only reason that it actually is famous is because it does get burned down. Otherwise, I mean, come on, that's just a goat. Who cares? It's cute, I guess. It's cute, I guess. Somebody mentioned the wiki being kind of funny. So let me read it. It's a giant traditional Gävlegoat figure made of straw. Gävlegoat has been subject to repeated arson attacks despite security measures. Okay, but the funny thing was that they tried to spray it on. Just try to spray water on it. They tried to spray like ice water on it. Not the. No, my. In 1966. 1966. Oh my god.
Really?
That's a lot.
One N just subscribed.
That's
Burn
a lot.
the goat goomy blep goomy vanilla.
Some anti-flammable spray one year and it burned real bad. They could technically just put it like in a box. Like that wouldn't be the same thing, but if they were actually dedicated to it, you know, they could put it like in a box. Like a glass counter. Look at how pretty this is. With the snow on it, it's actually so pretty. The cost for the 1966 10,000 kronor, equivalent to around. Oh wow. He's in the distance. A date of destruction. There's a timeline, 1966, the first year it was erected. On New Year, it was burned down. Fire. Survived. Fence added. Survived. Chicken wired. The goat's destruction was blamed on 2 drunk teenagers. With help from several financial contributors, the goat was reassembled. That's nice. Became tired of their goats being burned down and stopped constructing them. No! Smashed to pieces! Collapsed? I want to know what happened. 1973, the goat was stolen by a man who placed it in his backyard. He was later sentenced to 2 years imprisoned for aggravated theft. Burn the box! if you put it in a box, it won't have snow. That's true, but I mean, they're not really that dedicated, are they? The goat collapsed under its own weight. That's so sad. How do you steal a jet? No, really, how did he do that? I assume it because it was in the miniature goat, but at the same time, did they keep up with the miniature goat? The goat was burned down before construction even finished. The second goat was constructed and finished, but was later. Damn, you guys in the 70s to 60s, you were raw, man.
So what are you in for? I've committed aggravated assault.
I stole a goat, like a big goat, like a really big goat. Last year it got eaten up. Wait, no, really? Really? Okay, let me see. Let me go through this because some of them are actually really fun. A goat followed. Oh my god, it survived because they put it away. A Norwegian was arrested for attempting to burn down the goat. It went into 2000 burning within hours of being built. Holy, damaged by fireworks. Burned down during a major blizzard. That's surprising. So this guy was actually from the United States. It feels like he came all this way just to burn down the goat. Burned by unknown vandals, reportedly dressed as Santa and a gingerbread man, shooting a flaming arrow at the goat. Mild weather resulted in the protective ice melting. The goat was sprayed with water to create a coating of ice. I mean, I don't really know what they were kind of expecting there. I feel like that's probably one of the worst ones. You get charged with a more serious crime because they moved it and its placement. Damn! Really? Really? A 26-year-old man fleeing the scene with a singed face, smelling of gasoline, and holding a lighter in his hand was arrested. Under questioning, he admitted to committing the offense, adding that he was drunk at the time and that in retrospect, it was an extremely bad idea. In retrospect, it was kind of funny. Can you imagine? In retrospect, it was a little bit funny. I would have said it. They would have been like, lock her up, fellas. Little by little, pecked to pieces by jackdaws. Due to the straw used to construct a goat containing higher than unusual amounts of seed, so this is last year. While not destroyed, the goat was severely damaged by flocks of jackdaws foraging for food. What is jackdaws? Vad heter de? Men vad heter de? Kajor? Nej. Yeah, kajor. Yeah. They look very funny. Even nature is against that goat. God is like, no, we can't keep this. No more.